Welcome to another episode of The Top Floor, where we dive into the leadership journeys of some of the most innovative minds in business in the Middle East today. I'm your host, Simon Lewis, a Vistage UE Chair, and today I have the pleasure of speaking with Petr Tolochkov, a visionary leader in the world of immersive technology. Petr is the founder of WayToAR, a company that has significantly impacted AR and AI solutions across various industries, including pharmaceuticals and the manufacturing industries, by providing cutting-edge VR solutions. With over 300 successful projects and a growing list of clients that include industry giants like Pfizer, Novartis, Petr has established himself as a pioneer in leveraging modern technologies to drive engagement and innovation. Not only has he led WayToAR to be recognized as the best healthcare startup in Eastern Europe at the Emerging Tech Challenge 2022, but he's also an expert in creating vibrant digital experiences that transform how companies interact with their stakeholders. Join me as we explore Petr's leadership journey and the challenges he's overcome and his vision for the future of immersive technology. Petr, a very warm welcome to the Vistage Top Floor.
Hi, Simon. Thank you for so warm introduction of myself.
Pleasure. Okay, look, let's get started and look at your early career. What inspired you to move into the pharmaceutical industry and into the world of VR, AR, and AI?
Yeah, well, I think that from the beginning, I had an entrepreneur soul and spirit because the first business I started in the 8th form when I was about 15 years old. And that was a successful small business that worked for the next 5 years. And since the very early age, I launched different projects, different businesses. Some of them was a great experience, some of them was successful. And after that, I understood that I need to have a bigger mind, to have a bigger structure of how big companies work. And I decided to work in corporation to see how big structures could benefit. And I applied to several big companies. And one of the biggest companies in Pharma offered me a job. And I started to work. So I spent 4 years working in Pharma. And I'm very proud of this period because me and my team launched several great projects for patients, for doctors. I was responsible for several medical products, and it was a great experience. I really understood how big corporations work, and some of this knowledge I get to my company afterwards. Also, I understood how to work with big companies, because as a product manager in Pharma, I had more than 10 agencies who worked with me as a client. And I was a very tough client. I was very strict in my work, and I understood how you as a partner of big corporation should be to have a beneficial collaboration. So also it's about networking. For 4 years working in big pharma, I then have connections in approximately each pharmaceutical companies. And once I opened my eyes and understood that I'm ready to move on, that I'm ready to launch a new business, and I'm simply started to searching for some opportunities. I started, it was about 2017 years. I started participation some IT events. And once I visited a hackathon. It's a developers competition. I get acquainted with several great developers just on this event, and we organized as a team and we won this first competition and started to proposing our solutions to different companies.
Can I just stop you there and go back to the early days of your pharmaceutical? What were the sort of projects that you were working on that sort of gave you this inspiration? Can you describe them?
My best project that I still love the most is the biggest patient support program in the region. We launched a very big project to support patients with diabetes with physical schools of treatment with diabetes. We had a big hotline that received a lot of calls from patients. We developed a very great website that had hundreds, thousands of visitors. We launched webinars. We invited a medical society. So it was a great and big program that benefits a lot of patients. And we launch it, we push it, and it's still working. And it's a great thing. And it was a great experience from project part, and it was great results from social part. It was the most.
Sorry to talk over you, but obviously, project management is a skill in itself. It involves obviously understanding the needs of your customer, the leadership of getting your team on side and making sure they deliver to the right specification at the right time, but also keeping on budget and keeping on time. And here you are playing with a new technology then, relatively new. How did you manage to do all of that?
Well, I always was interested in new technologies. Even before starting working in big corporation, and also there. I was leader of several new IT solutions that we launched in Pharma, and it was a field of my interest. And because of that, I always was up to date, and somehow I felt that it's a way that I want to do. I had several startups before. I went to pharmaceutical company, but that was a great experiences, and I understood that I need to expand my knowledge in IT. And so the last days of working in Pharma, I started visiting again a lot of IT events and expand my knowledge in this field.
Oh, okay. So look, WayToAR has grown significantly under your leadership, especially in the pharmaceutical sector. Can you share some of the key challenges you faced when introducing immersive technology into such a regulated industry?
Yeah, medical and pharma is very regulated. But now I understand why. Now I am very calm about this, because healthcare industry is responsible for our health, and they shouldn't be in a hurry of integrating new solutions. They should be very accurate, and they should be very deep in deciding such things. And it's a way they think. And because of that, working with Pharma, we worked not only with digital managers and product managers, so with guys who are wanting to push the business, but we also worked with legal, compliance, medical regulatory, and other colleagues who think how to decrease risks of pharma company. So working with such a client, you should understand that they think not only how your solution could benefit your business, but also how this solution couldn't have risks. And it's a very important thing. So the most challenge is for me is to be persistent and to have a time to convince them to that it don't have risks, that everything is okay. So for me, it was time, because me as a previous product manager in Pharma, I deeply understood these things, that Pharma have compliance and other things, and it will be it was okay for me.
So with over 300 projects completed, what's been the most rewarding project for you and your team at WayToAR? And give us the reasons why.
Well, I have three of them, three projects that I like the most. First project is our first project in the life of our company, because it was at the beginning of our company. It was a really complex process to convince the first client to trust us. It was a long way. We convinced the first client, but finally one of them trusted us, and we started to preparation for the biggest event in the industry, and created not so greatest visualization. It was pretty simple augmented reality application on iPads that had several graphs of clinical studies in augmented reality, and a simple metaphor visualization of how the product works. But it was very effective. During the event, more than 4,000 doctors saw that project, and it was 4.8 NPS. And after that, this client started to work with us and launched more than 10 projects. And also we brought this case and showed to another clients, and it boosted our business. So the first one is the first one. I like it very much. Second project was the project that we launched during the COVID-19, because all clients went for online, and we understood that we should be even more interactive for our clients, because doctors and everyone was difficult to interact during online. And we launched 3D spaces for medical events. By now it could have name like a metaverse, but in 2020 it had name 3D spaces for medical events, simple name. And it worked also very well. We got, with one client, we increased 4 times doctors' involvement in the website during the event, and it was a really great event. And the last thing, the last project that I like is the project we are working on now. It's AI psychologist that will help patients with some psychological issues to feel better. We are working actively on this now. It consists from ultra realistic avatar of a doctor, AI model that could very professionally help patients with some psychological issues. So, and this is a very significant product that we are working on now. So it's one of my main focuses now.
Wow. Okay. So look, how you've been in the industry since the age of 17. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you now?
How long of my company?
No, how old are you? You started at 17. You
Okay, I'm 30 years old.
okay? So for what? That's 13 years. Quick maths. What sets way to WayToAR apart from its competition? because it's still a relatively young company, yet you've really built it up. And as you said earlier, through your networks and getting a great team of developers together. But what sets it apart from the competition? Because it is a very competitive environment.
Yeah, thank you. Great question. I think that's 3 or 4 key things. First, I know my client very well. Me personally worked in this field, and I understood them because I was on their side. But if you don't know, if you haven't worked in the same sphere, you should make a lot of customer development, a lot of touches with your client. You should have friends in this field. So first thing is to know your client. The second thing is to know specifics of your business. In our field, medical field was a vital and crucial thing to succeed, because all clients ask, do you work in this field? Do you work in this field? For instance, do you work in oncology, cardiology, ophthalmology, etc.? And it was important for them that we knew this field. And we had several medical experts in our team. So the second thing is to understand the specifics. And the third thing is to be the best in some fields, in something. Speaking about us, we were the best in augmented reality medical visualizations. We spent a lot of time growing our expertise in this field, and we invited a lot of talented people to boost our expertise in this field. And the fourth thing is a time in the market. On the one hand, yes, my company is still young. On the other hand, we spent several years consistently speaking with our clients, proposing them such solutions, and believing in this sphere.
So it seems to me that one of the key areas I love to focus on, and indeed in Vistage, in our Vistage meetings, we talk about understanding the customer centricity, and it's the partnership between you. It's not just a seller and a buyer relationship. So strategic partnerships seem to be your key focus. What are you looking for in a strategic partner, and how do these partnerships enhance your business?
Yeah, especially when we speak about Middle East, when we speak about United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia, I believe and I know that having a strategic partner who will help you to scale on this market is a vital thing to have a really big business, because without partners, we already reached more than 100 pharmaceutical companies in the region. But I truly understand that if we want to grow much more bigger in healthcare sector, if you want to grow in some other areas of our business interest, for instance, we also have a branch in entertainment, immersive technologies for entertainment. I deeply understand that it's very important to have a right partner. So by now I'm looking for a partner in United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia who will help us to grow on this market, who have the right connections, and who with whom we could have a synergy. From our side, we could create the best of class augmented virtual reality projects, that we could create best of class immersive projects using AR, VR, or artificial intelligence. And our partner will cover market access. So yes, I am now focused on this part.
So you've mentioned AR, VR, AI. How do you see the role of these technologies evolving in the next 5 years? I'm not going to go any further because it's changing so quickly, and
Yeah.
especially in the healthcare industry. You've talked about AI helping, psychology. What other areas do you think it's going to actually impact?
Yeah. I see the three main trends that will have an effect on healthcare. First of all is augmented reality glasses. Starting from Apple Vision Pro, and now actively developing a new glasses. Several days ago, I explored a new augmented reality glass from one of the greatest Chinese companies. So now it's a new rally of augmented reality devices, and in the next 5 years we will see a significant growth in this sector, and this will make a real impact on medical field. Of course, Apple Vision Pro 1 that already exists wouldn't be isn't the best solution for this. It's like a iPhone 1 in augmented reality glasses field. But now we understand that how it could work. And we understand that the biggest corporations like Apple are focused on this also. So first of all is augmented reality glasses expansion. Second, of course, is artificial intelligence. From one side, AI will help and accelerate content creation. By now, it's already possible to create some 3D models with AI, but in a few years, it will be, I hope, pretty easy to create entire metaverse using AI. On the one hand, on the other, it's a conversational and intellectual part of AI. Now you could help AI to be a real doctor, not to replace it, but to be a second mind, or to help in some specific directions. For instance, to work as a cognitive therapist and to help patients to feel better. And in 5 years, we will see great results of it, because now AI is working so fast and developing month by month, even day by day. So, and that last thing that will make an effect on medicine field is virtual reality glasses, and generally AR/VR industry is beginning a common thing for all of us, and it's very important that we are getting used to this technology. It's very important because adoption of a new technology is very important in order all people use it.
Yeah. Wow, well, it's exciting times without a doubt, and your background also includes the co-founding of Cleverbots, an AI-based solutions company. How has your experience with AI influenced the development and direction of WayToAR?
Well, launching the Cleverbots, I saw the first steps of AI, because when we launched this company, we had to train long data sets of some content to educate some AI algorithms, and it was a long way. We are waiting for new solutions like ChatGPT that nowadays. So for me, it was an experience that I saw how AI starts somehow, for me at least, and having a look of developing of such emerging technology from some beginning steps. And also, I'm very proud of launching such a great company that is still working and still on the market and very active. I'm very proud of my partners who is leading this company by now. So it was an experience of launching a new and complex AI algorithms. And it helps me now that way that I am not afraid of developing a new emerging technologies. It's easy. If when you launch several very difficult projects before, you will get a problem-solving mindset and technical solving mindset.
Okay. I mean, I find that absolutely fascinating, Petr. I mean, it's an amazing one. I find that technology is just incredible and how we've actually evolved to get there. But what advice would you give to other entrepreneurs looking to innovate in highly specialized industries like the pharmaceuticals or healthcare, or indeed your industry? What advice would you give those entrepreneurs?
First of all, don't be afraid of specifics. It's okay. Specifics is everywhere, and in medical and healthcare industry and another. You just simply should be ready to get these specifics, to understand this. If you are an expert in this field, great, you have one step forward. If not, but you want to launch some project in this field, just simply invite a partner or a main employer, an expert in your team, and grow this expertise with your colleagues. But don't forget also to understand by yourself. You as a leader of the company, you should also know such solution. Speaking about myself, I was an expert in medical field, in pharmaceutical field, but launching IT companies in the beginning, I wasn't an expert in IT development, and I asked my technical director to teach me how to code. And I learned how to code, not to code the projects, but to understand how my coders team, how my team of developers work, and it helped me to speak with them on the same language. So this is the first thing. Secondly, also you should know your client very well. Spend time on making customer developments, invite your clients to have a chat, conversation, understand their profile, how do they decide. It's very important to understand how your client choose something or not choose something. And the last thing is to focus on in what thing you will be very best of, and it should be the main thing that helps your clients. And focus on this, expand your expertise, invite the best people in this field. And the fourth thing is stay on the market. Everything requires time, and it's difficult to boost something in a few days, in a few months. You will always have some downs after first ups, and you should be very persistent and have a long motivation to grow steadily.
So, I mean, that's a great segue into my final question. As a leader in a rapidly evolving field, how do you stay ahead of the curve, and what keeps you motivated to continue pushing the boundaries of what's possible with immersive technology?
Yeah. As I told at the beginning of this meeting, I have an entrepreneurial spirit and soul, and I think that I will work with such technologies all of my life, because I really like it. I really like the creation of new things. I really like when my projects scaling. So for me, it's not going to the some finish line. For me, it's a process that I really like. I like the process of creation, communication with partners, clients, colleagues, and I like the process of growing and trying to do my best to grow every year. And we grew several years for 2 times each year, and it's like a way of life. And because of that, I have a long-lasting motivation without any problems. because I like this field, I like the impact, and I like the process.
Petr Tolochkov, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the top floor today and learning about your journey in immersive technologies and the impact you're making on the pharmaceutical and healthcare industry. I wish you every success in the future. I'm sure we're going to speak again and look forward to the next generation of development and how you're going to help us stay healthy. Good luck and keep well.
Thank you very much, Simon. It's a great pleasure to start a Monday with speaking with you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.